We're just moments away from the Bretton Woods Committee's 2025 annual meeting here in Washington. We're going to be asking our members two questions. One, what was your biggest takeaway from BWC's annual meetings 2025? And two, what do you see as the biggest threat facing the global economy today?
One of my favorite things about the Bretton Woods Committee annual meeting is that we get more detail, more granularity from the leaders of the World Bank and IMF about how they're helping the global economy. I had the opportunity today to talk with World Bank President Ajay Banga, and I got to hear exactly how he's making this institution more efficient, more impactful, getting more people around the world to a place where they can have sustainable growth, jobs, and electricity.
My biggest takeaway from the first day of the IMF World Bank meetings, the Bretton Woods meetings, the IIF's annual meetings, all of that is the immense movement in the digital asset space and what it's going to take to combine and bring together all of the different innovations.
Yeah, so I think my biggest takeaway from the afternoon session was the World Bank President Ajay Banga's quite frank information and assessment he gave about what the World Bank is doing, its longer-term program, and some of the nuts and bolts around how the World Bank plans to implement reforms and make the institution much more effective and efficient.
I'd say the biggest takeaway is the fact that we're in a period of, as Kristalina said, resilience, but we are aware of the fact that there are mounting risks. And the real challenge is trying to figure out how to mitigate those risks. So came across loud and clear that we're in very uncertain times.
So for me, the biggest takeaway of the BWC annual meeting was the headline by the managing director of the fund that we are in a situation where it is not as bad as we feared, but it's not as good as we need.
So my biggest takeaway from the annual meeting is the need for standardization in large-scale financial instruments to catalyze the movement of institutional capital into emerging markets as a new asset class.
So my biggest takeaway from the meeting was how valuable it is for the Bretton Woods Committee to be able to bring together all these high-level people from the private sector, from the public sector, from civil society, to discuss the big issues facing the global economy.